Ashbati would not be drawn on questions about any plans to remain in professional sport, as the retiring tennis star looks forward to spending more time at home with family, having walked away at the very top of her game. Barty stunned the tennis world on Wednesday when she announced her retirement from the sport at the age of 25 and as the reigning Wimbledon and Australian Open champion. The world number one said on Thursday she had no regrets after revealing in a video posted on social media a day earlier that she was spent physically and had nothing left to give the sport. It is the second time Barty has retired from tennis. She took an indefinite break from the game in 2014, during which she played cricket professionally for Brisbane Heat in the WBBL. 155 Ashbarty, tennis world number one, announced shock retirement video report. The Queenslander is also a keen golfer, but refused to be drawn on whether she might try her hand at the highest level in a third sport. "I love sport. I'm a sport nut, like a lot of Australians are. I'll be lured to it," she said at a press conference in Brisbane. "I have always been an athlete in the sense of trying different things, but we'll see how we go." When pressed on any plans she may have to return to sport, she remained tight-lipped. "You have to wait and see," she said. "I'm not giving you everything right now. It's all right. You can be patient. Patience is a virtue." The three-time Grand Slam winner, who achieved a childhood dream in winning the All England Championships last year, said tennis would always hold a special place in her heart, but she was looking forward to a life without the stresses associated with playing on the women's tour. "I'm excited for what's next," she said. "For my next chapter as Ashbarty the person and not the athlete. I hit as recently as 10 days ago. So I will forever be connected to tennis. I'll never stop loving the sport. I'll never stop hitting tennis balls. I just want to be doing it selfishly for me. I can't wait to get out there with young boys and young girls and contribute in different ways. I'm really excited to have more time to do that, and I can't wait to get on the court and teach my nieces and nephews and hope it brings them the same love that it brought me." Barty, a proud Ngarigo woman who serves as the National Indigenous Tennis Ambassador for Tennis Australia, said her contributions to the Aboriginal and Indigenous side of the sport would only grow in retirement. "I'm really excited to have the opportunity to give Indigenous youth and Aboriginal youth around our nation more opportunity to get into the sport," she said. "That's something that we'll work on down the track." To receive an email with the top stories from Guardian Australia every morning. Despite the globe-trotting nature of the women's tour, Barty said she had always been a homebody and was looking forward to less travel and more time with her family in Brisbane. "It is a new chapter for fiancé Gary and I, and it's going to be a lot of fun." Tennis Australia Chief Executive Craig Tiley said earlier the governing body would acknowledge Barty's career, but it would wait for the dust to settle on the Shell news before announcing exact plans. "I think there will be many ways to honour Ash, and we have to figure out how to do that," Tiley said. The legacy she leaves is not only being a great champion on the court, having won 3 of the Grand Slams, one of the 3 players in the world to have been number 1 for 3 years, but being the type of person that everyone loves, and I think her legacy will always be one of a gracious and humble champion.